There's simply nowhere to come from. Ukrainians are accused of not wanting to go to defend their homeland, but listen, Ukrainians have been stripped of their property. Ukrainians have had everything that could be taken away from them. In modern Ukraine, property rights do not exist. There are no property rights for land. The material opportunities that exist, they are reduced to a meager level of life support. There's no standard of living to speak of. So what can a person understand by their homeland? They don't own anything here in this territory. They can only protect something imaginary, something fictitious. When you go to meet weapons of mass destruction, it's very difficult to stimulate a person with fictitious values. So this model, it's with calls to defend the motherland. In Ukraine, it doesn't work for objective reasons, not because of us, Ukrainians who do not want to go to war. No, this is a consequence of the policy that has been pursued for 30 years. The point of this policy was that Ukrainians, deprived of their property by the Bolsheviks in the 17th and 18th centuries, were still not allowed to own property in 1991. Ukrainians continue to live in a country where they don't own any properties, and if the country doesn't belong to its people, they will only defend what they have. What they have only their own lives. And that explains why people choose the perspective of leaving rather than joining the armed forces. This trend to leave for a better life has been present even before the war. Essentially, this is not that Ukrainians are abandoning their land in time of crisis. No, they were running away from the state, from the Ukrainian state, even before the war. And now this situation has not changed drastically. The state has not changed its attitude towards people, treating them like serfs. That's how it treats its population. And in such a situation, you can't expect people to respond with any concern, interest, or readiness to sacrifice their lives. This is improbable. The authorities have now essentially failed in their concept of forcing people to defend what was taken from them. That's not how it works. We live in the 21st century. Once again, we are fortunate in this respect, as it's the Western powerful economies that come to our aid, just like before.